What's up guys, welcome back. We're going to be solving another question. Today's video, and we have 10 to the power of square root of x is equal to 1 over x plus 1, and we know in here our x belongs to r, so we know the x that we have in here is from real numbers, and here we have to find the answers for this one. So one easy way to solve this question is just trying different numbers instead of x, since our x belongs to real numbers. So not that hard to try different numbers, see which number works in this equation. Since our x belongs to r, we have the square root of the x, and from the domain of the square root here, our x has to be greater or equal than 0, and we can try different numbers from here. One of them can be 0, so if you put 0 in here, we'll see that we'll get 10 to the 0 is equal to 1 over 0 plus 1. So on the left side we have 10 to the 0, which is 1, and on the right side we have 1. There we go, that's one answer. And if we tried other numbers like 1, we'll see 10 to the 1 is 1 over 2, and that's gonna work for the rest of this, and it doesn't seem like there is any other answers in here. But let's just confirm that this is the only answer that we have in here, and actually the rest of this is a nice way to show that there is only one answer for this question. And let's get back what we have for the square root of x. So as I mentioned, since the square root of x is equal or greater than 0, so here we can conclude that 10 to the power of square root of x is greater or equal than 10 to the power of 0. And if that's the case, since 10 to the power of 0 is 1, that shows that 10 to the power of square root of x is greater or equal than 1. And because of the domain of the square root, we concluded that the x is also greater than 0. And if that's the case, what we are trying to do in here is just to build the other side of the equation. So we figure out from the left side that the left side is equal or greater than 1. But let's figure out the right side of the equation, see what we get. So in here, if we add 1 on each side of this, we get x plus 1 is equal or greater than 0 plus 1, which is 1. And we know when we have a equal or greater than b, when they're both positive, the inverse of these two, so 1 over a is equal or less than 1 over b. And the reason I'm saying in here, we are trying to switch the numerator and denominator in here, so we have x plus 1 over 1 and 1 over 1. So if we switch 1 over x plus 1, it will be equal or less than 1. And that's what we got from the right side of the equation in here. So we figure out the left side is equal or greater than 1, and the right side is equal or less than 1. So the only situation that we can have this equation working is when we have each side equal to 1, because the left side is greater than 1 or equal, and the right side is less than 1 or equal to 1. So this equation is going to work when we have each side of the equation equal to 1. So when we have this side is equal to 1, that means this has to be 10 to the 0, meaning our x in here has to be 0. And when we have 1 over x plus 1 equal to 1, that means again we multiply these two, x plus 1 is equal to 1, and here we can cancel out the 1 in each side, and we'll get x is equal to 0. And that's the only scenario that this might happen, that we're gonna have the right side and left side of the equation equal to each other. So the only answer that we have for this one is x is equal to 0, which again wasn't hard to guess at the first place. So yeah, that's pretty much everything for this one. Let me know if you have any other solution to solve this. You guys take care. I'll see you in the next video. Have a good one.